What's going on, everybody? My name is Alex, coming at you with another video, and today we have a nice little podcast slash interview with a new friend of mine named Spesh. You should check out his channel. I will have links and all that stuff popping out through the video and in the description below, and probably the pinned comment, because I'm so thorough. And we just posted a video the other day regarding a little game show that we made, and it was a super fun time. I had a great time making it. I had a great time hosting it, and I hope he had a good time being a participant in it. And we're gonna talk zombies, talk about Spesh's channel, and just kind of see what the future holds for him and the mode itself. Just want to get his opinion. So make sure to subscribe to both of us, leave some likes, and that's about it. So Spesh,
sup, dude?
How you doing? Even though I already asked you that a little bit ago.
I am doing fantastic. I got my my can of Pepsi. We got Pepsi. Gary the Goat back here. So inspirational, if you will.
Yeah, is Gary the Goat? It's your logo. Well, I've seen it be your logo, but it's not your main logo, right?
No, it's not. He's just kind of like the team mascot, I guess. You know,
I get you.
Like he is our version of Tim the Tap Man's Kevin, I think. But
okay.
He shakes his butt. Kevin doesn't do that.
I don't know who Kevin is, but I liked him, the Tap Man, but I haven't seen that. But Kevin sounds like a bitch. We gotta fix that, or maybe not, because then that would take away from your.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
Thank you. Yeah.
Overstep.
People throw dollar bills. You know, they make it rain. Yeah.
Well, then you need to get him a little thong.
Ooh, look at this. Look at his butt. Hold on.
It's juicy.
I don't know. Is this safe for work? I don't know.
It's safe. It's safe for YouTube. It's safe. That's a juicy butt. That's like
that is
Megan Thee Stallion level butt. That's pretty big. So let's just kind of talk real quick about your channel. Like what made you want to start covering zombies, and when did you start with YouTube in general?
Yeah, so it's an interesting question. So I long time ago, a friend of mine, his name's Joe. He lived up here for a while, and me and him always made like just random stupid videos when we were kids. I had like one of those little iPods that had like a little tiny camera on it, and we go around filming the dumbest stuff.
Yeah, and
making videos. We just thought it was fun. And then a couple years ago, probably 2013. All right, hear me out. All right,
I'm listening.
So I started watching people open Yu-Gi-Oh cards on YouTube, right? And I'm like, that's pretty sick. And so I'm like, I'm gonna try that. So I tried doing Yu-Gi-Oh videos on YouTube. They went terribly, by the way. I mean, they were the worst edited, worst like shot on like a flip phone, like. But it was that was kind of the start of it. And then
was that on this channel?
Oh God, no!
It was a different one.
God,
okay.
No, that stuff is long hidden,
No links in the description for that one.
No links in the description. Okay. It will not see the light of day unless we get 5,000 gifted subs on Twitch. And so then it was, I think, probably September of 2019. My friend Joe reached out and said that he was making, he was going to start streaming. And he was a big Rocket League Pokemon kind of guy. And I was like, hey, screw it, man. I'll do this with you. And so we both kind of got into it. And that's kind of where it started. At first, I wasn't making zombies content. I was just one of those gaming creators who just made whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. And so my first video was my first ever game of Warzone.
Okay.
And then I think probably 10 videos, maybe 15 videos in, I covered my first thing about zombies. And it was it was Cold War. Cold War was out at the time. And it was the Monster Hand Easter egg inside of D Machina. And it got like 3,000 views. And that's kind of, I was like, all right, screw it. I'm just doing zombies from now on. And that's kind of what happened. Now we are where we are.
Well, you've been really growing fast. Like I was looking at your channel the other day, because I did watch your first video. I like to watch people's first videos. I think it's cool to see like how far they come. And I saw that because I remember Mr. UK Gamer, just another UK gamer, discovery. I remember that whole thing. So yeah, no, it's cool to go back and see people's first videos. And yeah, you do cover a lot more commentary stuff. Like you're more of a commentator now. Do you stream on Twitch though? Is that what you were saying?
I do stream on Twitch relatively often. I do it on YouTube every once in a while, but I don't know. I guess I'm too lazy. YouTube's much harder to stream on. You gotta like make a thumbnail and stuff. And
That's what I know. And I was talking about that with some people on my stream the other day. I was like, guys, I want to start moving to Twitch just because I don't want to make a thumbnail every time. It's such a pain in the ass.
It really is.
It's like 3 hours. Well, I mean, sometimes it takes me 20 minutes. Sometimes it takes me hours because I'm like reconfiguring ideas.
You do have really good thumbnails, by the way. Like your thumbnails are pretty solid. So,
well, I'm going to be doing a react to some of my first videos pretty soon. And my early thumbnails I had no idea what I was doing. But now I like look at, actually, Tim the Tatman is one of my biggest influences for thumbnails, to be honest. I try to emulate some of his style. I find him to be a pretty good content creator. I don't like watching him all the time, but like, you just got to appreciate a good content. You know, like he's just good at his job. You can just tell.
Yeah, and if you need a good laugh, you know where to go.
He's funny too.
Check out Tim.
Yeah. I like Dr. Disrespect too, but
yep.
He's always like getting into trouble. So
filming kids in the bathroom. Or
you can't do that, man. You just can't freaking do that. I'm like a big proponent of like, hey man, if you're 18, I will not be in a room with you alone. Like you have to be around your guardian at all time. That's my rule. I'm not getting caught in the internet doing some creepy shit. Fuck that. So, all right. So yeah, you started with Warzone, kind of veered into zombies. But I also noticed on your channel you had a couple guides for Outbreak that were wildly successful. Are you gonna? Do you think you're gonna move into doing some more guide, like tutorial-esque stuff, or do you like sticking with the commentary and news for now? I
would love to do guides and stuff if there was ever anything in zombies right now to make a guide about. That would be fantastic. But yeah, one of the ones you're talking about is the DIE Shockwave upgrade locations. That's my biggest video, like 43,000 views, I think. And I think that was kind of a combination of I made that literally the night that update came out. Probably an hour after everything dropped. So all the views came right up front. And I wasn't monetized at the time or anything. So like it didn't make an exuberant amount of money.
Yeah.
But that video came out probably, I think it came out before literally anybody else's, except for maybe one person.
Mm-hmm.
I think it came out before anybody else's. So that one, I think what might've been a little bit skewed. The hard part with guides, especially like Easter egg guides, I made like a Firebase Z Easter egg guide, I think, did terrible because why would they watch Spesh's Easter egg guide and then go watch Noah's or Milo's or So guides are fun, but guides are more like if you're not first, you're last, I guess, in a sort of way.
Well, and how are you supposed to be first when you have one person? Like,
right.
Sorry, this is gonna sound douchey. I'm not trying to sound douchey, but I worked with Mr. Awful Waffles like a month ago for a vlog thing because I do filming and editing freelance, and so he posted about it and I applied and I went down there and we were talking about this stuff and I was like, how do you guys churn this out so fast? Because it's like the egg will be solved and then their guide is up within 8 hours sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
And they were talking about the process, about how they have the chat, like helping them look for, other people's streams, like kind of scouting out stuff. And then they like pool all their resources together. And then like while Milo is streaming, his editor will like kind of grab footage kind of simultaneously and also be getting his own. And I was like, dude, there's like no way. That's a factory. That's like a COD Zombies tutorial factory. And I like can't do that. So like you saying, I put up guides for, I think Mauer and Firebase Z, and they just
nothing.
Yeah. I mean, they get like a couple hundred views and that's fine. Like average views for, a smaller channel, like, a couple hundred is fine. But like you want to be getting like basically a view per subscriber kind of thing, like at this level. And that's and to kind of, segue into our next topic. I know segue. I'm trying to be funny, but I'm not.
Okay. I was like,
I'm not funny. Segue? It's a bad joke. And I'm not funny. So there's that. Vanguard Zombies. It seems that no one cares. No one likes it. No one's interested. Yet we keep talking about it. We keep hoping. I mean, what do you think? What do you think's going on through Treyarch's mind? Like, what happened at launch? What do you think about all of this?
I love the idea of trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Obviously, they were kind of thrust into a game where they were supposed to have no part in and all this stuff, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I'm over that now, personally. Like, I'm tired of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like, they've hardly said anything to the community or anything. So I kind of am over that now. With that being said, in terms of how we perceive the game, obviously a lot of people hate it, which is really unfortunate because I think that the storyline, in my opinion, is incredible, but the gameplay sucks.
It does.
But I think that there is the way Daron Fong plays, I feel like if there were more objectives, more maps to go to, it would at least hold my interest a little bit longer. But with only 4 objectives, maybe 5, and 3 maps to go to, it is the most boring thing in the world after round 5.
It is.
And so I feel like it has a lot of potential. And I will say this till I die because I'm just an optimistic person, but at some point I feel like we're just gonna have to let it go. But at the same time, somebody's got to cover it. So why not us? You know what I mean? Someone's got to cover Vanguard Zombies, and a lot of people aren't right now. So
I feel like this is actually a good time to be a zombies YouTuber. I know a
small one. Exactly.
A lot of people, a lot of subscribers and are kind of telling me why are you covering this? What how do you like this game? I'm like, I don't like it. It sucks ass. Every time I load it up, I'm sad a little bit. But Milo's not here. Noah's not here. Pizza's barely here. All of the big guys are out of the way. And this is when you have to make your voice heard. So I'm just and I want to do other games. I'm also thinking is this the time to move on to something else? And I don't know. I have a weird history with my channel, and I kind of often want to just start from scratch making a new zombies channel. But I don't know. There's so many things wrong with Vanguard Zombies that I'm not sure a new round-based map or a Easter egg or anything is even going to fix it. When you have such problematic issues like the perk system, and I was so wrong about this. I thought I was going to like this new system, the Pack-a-Punch / weapon upgrade system that they took from Cold War, but then stripped it down to just colors coordinate with your Pack-a-Punch level. I thought that was going to be great. I was like, oh, that's so much better. Now I don't have to go to that machine. I miss the machine.
Me too.
I want the machine.
The armor machine.
Yeah, bring it back.
Yeah, I agree.
And they put it all in the stupid salvage bin. And so do you think there is any way we're going to be able to overcome these core mechanical flounders, for lack of a better term? Or do you think we should just kind of let it set sail? Let Vanguard Zombies just kind of float away?
I lean more towards the latter as a larger community. I think people have to stop expecting things to get better and just kind of realize that this is what it is and just deal with it. These are the cards we were dealt. This is, it sucks. I completely agree. And in my opinion, when looking back at Black Ops 4, I hated the perk system in Black Ops 4. And so that's why I ended up hardly playing Black Ops 4. But now I regret not playing Black Ops 4 that much because I missed out on all those great maps. I think 9 is one of my favorite maps of all time.
Yeah. Black Ops 4 is great.
Yeah. And it's so I'm kind of hit or miss. I mean, I'm not going to stop playing it no matter what they do from a content perspective, but B, just because Call of Duty is just what I play. I'm not very, I guess I don't branch out much in terms of games. Call of Duty is basically my main game every year, no matter what, whether I'm content or not.
Same.
And so as much as I would love to branch out, and I am making a separate YouTube channel that's totally has nothing to do with anything video game. Well, I mean, it does, but it's I really like just the aspect of YouTube in general, which I think makes it interesting to see what I can do with, like you said, with everybody being gone. It's a prime time for people to step up. I do too. And I think that's more or less like somebody what Lego did is with Cold War. It was great, but like Milo and Noah and all of them, they weren't really posting all that much about it.
Just the same stuff they did in BO3 and BO4.
Right.
Egg guides and hunts. That was it.
Yeah. And Lego posted like once a day for like, dude, I swear, like months. And
I don't get it. He is a beast. He is a fucking beast.
I mean, I was looking at some of his growth numbers, and he gained like 105,000 subscribers and like
it was like a year.
Yeah, it was insane. And so going into it, like that's kind of like, I guess, the way I want to look at the channel and its opportunities, obviously on a much smaller scale because Cold War was much more well received than Vanguard has been. But in terms of the channel itself, I think that like how much I'm posting will hopefully and is somewhat reflecting in subscriber growth. But we'll see as time goes on and people stop caring even more if they don't do anything to fix it. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just interesting to hear you say you wish you played more BO4 because I notice a lot of people are kind of saying how great BO4 was, but I don't know what happened. The community, rightfully so, was pissed off at how broken Black Ops 4 was. The game was crashing constantly for people that like to play co-op. I didn't really have that problem because I played solo most of the time. So for me, it was generally okay, but it did crash a lot. Blue screens galore. People were losing elixirs and talisman and all sorts of crap because the system from Black Ops 3 where you could like glitch and keep all your gobblegum didn't transfer over. Right. So people were losing money. And also you do an Easter egg for 2.5 hours and it crashes. You're not first in the world. So people were very, very, very pissed. And I get the perk system sucks and everything, but once they added Perkaholic and everything, I mean, who cares? Like it was all the same. It was all the same. You could have 9 or 10 perks or something like that. But the problem I think with zombies now is the map design. I mean, when you go from 9 even tagged or totem, which I don't like, to D Machina and you just load in and it's like this poopy looking snow maps. I'm sorry if people like it out there. I don't like the way it looks. They did have great set piece moments with the jellyfish and the dark ether. Forsaken looks pretty cool once you turn power on, but for the most part I never wanted to be inside of Cold War. I liked the gameplay, I liked getting dark ether, but the egg sucked and I didn't want to be in Firebase C. I didn't want to be in Maurid or Toten, and I want to be in 9. I want to literally live there. Like I would like to live in that little blue area underneath the statue where all the water is running and
the tree lady, whatever her name was.
Gaia, I think.
Something like that. I don't know.
So I want to be there. I want to be in Tog. I want to be in Blood. I don't want to be in D Machina because it's ugly and it's boring to me. And with Vanguard, they like took that to the next level. I don't mind reusing assets. That's okay. You can reuse assets. If you play Black Ops 3's campaign and multiplayer and then go into zombies, you can really see where they reuse stuff too. Mm-hmm. But it's how you do it. And I think when the community was so pissed off at Black Ops 4, Treyarch was like, well, we got to go back to the drawing board. And they just reinvented, they like shaved down all these areas. They made, the perk system, you have no perk limit. There's a crafting table, so you don't have to like do all these quests. The Easter eggs are easier. And then they made everything just a little bit easier and a little bit less thematic and cinematic and over the top. And I was like, bro, like you just took it, you like cut the legs out of all these areas that I love. So it was really hard for me to get into Cold War, but I mean, I think I was wrong about it. People fucking loved it. Mm-hmm. And then we have COD 2023 around the corner, and I posted a video about it. I think you posted a video about it, all the leaked stuff. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yeah, I mainly just talked about the faction part, but yeah.
What if you could have, two questions and then we'll wrap up here. What do you want to see going forward? You can kind of associate it with Vanguard if you want, but going forward with COD 2023 zombies or even Modern Warfare, if you have thoughts on that. And then my final question is, how do you want that to fit into your channel, and like what do you see your channel doing moving forward?
Interesting. Okay, so in terms of COD 2023, I think they need to go back to round based.
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily like a round based purist. I liked Outbreak. I mean, it got boring after a while, but I didn't hate it. I liked the idea of it. I think there's a lot of tweaks they need to make to Outbreak to make it actually fun, but they need to go back to round based, and I think they will, just for the sake of bringing everybody back. They need to start specifically with a banger map.
Yep.
Like Shadows of Evil in Black Ops 3, fantastic map, incredible map. 9 in Black Ops 4, fantastic map. D Machina, it was I liked D Machina because of its simplicity, and it's probably one of the maps I've played the most because I was grinding out camos and stuff. I think that if there wasn't a camo grind or an Ethereum crystal grind in Cold War, that game would have sucked.
I agree.
Like D Machina, I don't want to go back and do the Easter egg. Like the other day, I found myself wanting to go back and do the Derizendrack Easter egg. That will never happen in 10 years, 5 years for Cold War. I'm not going to want to go back and do the D Machine Easter egg. I don't care. So it's like, I absolutely loved Cold War, but it had its flaws. So I think that as much as they like the idea of how they made the Easter eggs easier for people to come into zombies, and I think it worked out the way they wanted it to in Cold War, they kind of shut all that down in Vanguard. They brought all these people in only to disappoint them in Vanguard. So it's like, well, great job. In COD 2023, I like the idea of having an easier main quest, but having super hard like side Easter eggs, like things that make it so only the people who have played the game a little bit and are a little bit more skilled, I guess, are able to complete. Whereas the main quest, like even the novice players can still get their storyline info, get their ideas of how the story is going to progress through the main quest, and then have side Easter eggs like the one in Forsaken with the spooky ghost guy, where you could get the
that's a good one.
The perkaholic or something like that. It was kind of difficult. So I honestly don't know. Like I honestly don't know where they're going to go with 2023 zombies. I think it'll be make or break. It really will be. I think that if that game also flops, especially with there not being any zombies in 2022 with Modern Warfare, if that game also flops, then I don't know. That's just going to kind of be it for. I mean, zombies won't die as long as it makes Call of Duty some money. It won't die, but it's not making them any money right now. Yeah. So I don't know. As for the channel, though, especially next year with COD 2023, that's going to be hard. Or I'm sorry, COD 2022 this year with no zombies or anything, coming off of a game that had arguably no zombies in Vanguard. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the channel. Because I've been largely posting daily content, but I'm running out of ideas and already. So I don't know. That's probably not going to be able to continue, but I still want to find ways to grow the channel. And thankfully I've found I'm very into learning about the YouTube space and how the algorithm works and all that stuff. So I find certain things, like there are certain videos that I post that I know will do well. And there are certain videos I post that I'm like, this is going to absolutely bomb. Like my video yesterday, I'm like, this video is not going to do well. I don't care. Here we go. Put it out there into the world. And it did terrible. So from a channel standpoint, it'll be interesting to see, just because of like the amount that I've studied how YouTube works will have to go into whatever happens with zombies. It makes having a YouTube channel on zombies hard because you don't know what you're going to get. I might have to transition a little bit into some multiplayer. I love multiplayer. Yeah. I might have to, at least for the time being, do some multiplayer stuff, grinding out camos and whatnot. But I don't know. I mean, with no zombies, it's going to be super interesting to see.
Yeah. No, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I do think that if Treyarch doesn't pull out the stops and give us that balance of the over-the-top maps like Black Ops 4, but with a lot of that simplicity from Cold War, and they have to focus on the hardcore base just a little bit, just a little bit. I understand, fine, you want to have easy to solve Easter eggs, everything highlighted in yellow. Okay, that's fine. I can let that go. You want to take my gobblegums away? It's fine. I'll let that go. But just make it a little harder. Like when I was doing the Forsaken boss, I was doing it live on stream, and one of the viewers was just like, "Hey, Alex, do this, Jeremy." Thank you for your help. And I never felt threatened. I never felt like I was going to die. I'm like, this is the final epic battle, and I don't feel scared. I don't feel like I'm going to go down. When I'm playing 9 and I get into that elephant arena, like my hands are shaking. I don't care. I've done it 7,000 times and my hands will shake. And after I'm done, my like anxiety is pumping. Like that's why I fucking love zombies. And the D Machina Easter egg, like Orlov can't die. Like he cannot be killed. So you could literally just stand there like you can pause your game for one.
Ooh,
but you could literally go to the bathroom and Orlov will just be chilling. Like it's so definitely agree. And I would hope that they would come out with a complex map, not overly complex, but just like a nice new style over the top map, and then like a giant type of thing, you know, a little simple map. Doesn't have to have an Easter egg. We can keep it chill, just killing zombies, so that casual base can be satiated as well. And yeah, it's funny that you the way you're talking about YouTube, because I am just like having a hard time like deciding what direction I want to go, because I like doing commentary and news, but I also like doing reviews and more like analytical content. But I don't feel like that stuff does well until you're like a little bit bigger. And so I'm just kind of like in this rock and a hard place of like my views are like my channel's growing, but it's like really slow right now. And I just don't know what the next step is going to be, because I'm also not thrilled with Vanguard. So I feel like people can tell when you're not super thrilled. So I don't know. I'm kind of stuck as far as YouTube goes too, but it's interesting to hear how you're studying the algorithm and stuff like that. I'd like to pick your brain on that sometime.
Absolutely. And that's something that I think one of my weird dreams, not necessarily a dream, but something that I really want to happen in terms of something like that, is just get a Discord with like a bunch of like zombies guys that all focus on YouTube videos, and just everyone picks each other's brain on how the hell is this going to work? Like what kind of videos are you thinking about right now? Like just a big Discord of a bunch of the zombies YouTubers. That's kind of what I want. And just talk about YouTube in general, and in terms of how it works with zombies, I think is like kind of where I would like to see a community grow in a way, I guess.
Well, let's start it. Let's do it.
Make it happen.
Let's make it happen. I like to make stuff happen. Even if it flops, let's just make it. Who cares? That's the kind of life I like to live. Well, is there anything you would like to say before we wrap up here?
If you guys have not subscribed to Skeptics, I hate you. That's all.
Whoa, that's aggressive, guys. Are you gonna take that? Are you gonna take that shit? You better subscribe. I don't want them to attack you or anything. All right, guys. Well, that is gonna do it for this lovely interview podcast. Just kind of sit down and chat. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and a subscription to both Spesh and I, so we can thrive and succeed, and all the ladies will love us, because you know we're charming guys, we're charming fellas.
Were you just about to say our ship name, Spesh Sticks?
Spesh Sticks, yes. Skesh. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas, man. I'm like out of juice. I've like hit a wall.
Yep.
So that's going to do it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.
Bye.